Big summer blowout. Okay, good. Hey everybody, welcome back to Messy Vegan Baker. I'm Christina, and today is day 3 of 12 days of baking. I know, I should not be confused already, but here we are. Sadly, Megan could not make it today, but hopefully she'll be here for some more, which I'm sure she will be. Yes, try to keep these intros short. This cookie is a family favorite. I got this recipe from my grandma. I'm not sure where she got it from, somewhere, but yeah. So today we're going to be making orange cookies, but vegan, of course. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever had these or had something like them. They're very soft, and then they have a really nice citrusy frosting. So last year I made these cookies, and they tasted good, but they were very, very runny. So this year I didn't want that to happen, so I bought cashew milk because that is the closest thing to whole milk with thickness, and so I thought maybe that will help. And then I also just used an egg replacer instead of banana because I think that had too much water in it. So there we go. Without further ado, let's get baking. So to make these cookies, you are going to, a few things you want to do to prep these cookies. If you are using vegan butter, make sure you take that out ahead of time so it has time to become room temperature. Or you can use coconut oil, which I did because my coconut oil stays on the counter, so it's always room temperature, which is great this time of year. And then also make sure you Then make your vegan eggs in a small bowl and set them aside so that way they have time to gel. If you're using a package, just do what the package says. You'll need 2 vegan eggs. If you are doing flaxseed, do 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed with 6 tablespoons of water. Whisk those together and set them aside. For the milk, I also recommend measuring that out ahead of time and leaving it on the counter so it can also be room temperature, because I did not, and it got clumpy, so I had to spend like 5-10 minutes with my hairdryer trying to make the bowl and the whole thing warm up so it was smooth, which I got there. So if you do that, don't worry, it's fixable. It's just more time. So I recommend getting all of those out and letting them become room temperature. You can also stick the milk in the microwave for like 15 seconds. No more, because it will get hot and then you have to wait for it to cool down. So once all that is ready, then you have all your ingredients out. Then you're going to take the sugar and vegan butter or coconut oil, cream them together. If you're doing coconut oil, something I've noticed, maybe it does it with butter, I don't know. The sugar and the butter or oil will combine, but it will, oh my gosh. It will still be kind of lumpy, so let it go a little bit longer until it's nice and creamy looking, kind of like frosting. And then you're going to add in your vegan eggs, and you're going to whisk that together again, or cream it together, whatever, until it's well combined, light and fluffy. And then you're going to add your non-dairy milk, which hopefully you guys have let warm up to room temperature so that it stays nice and creamy. If it gets lumpy, unfortunately, you are going to have to use the hairdryer and let it mix, and do that until it gets nice and creamy. There should be no lumps, or very few, but basically no lumps. Then you're going to add your flour, baking soda, baking powder. Oh, nope, no we're not. I take that back. Yeah, so after the non-dairy milk, then you're going to add the grated zests of the oranges and the lemon, and you're also going to add the juice, and then you're going to let that stir, let it all get incorporated, and then you're going to add your dry ingredients. So the flour, baking soda, and baking powder. You're going to mix until just combined. And warning, these will be more of a batter and not a dough. It shouldn't be totally pourable, but if you were to tip it over, it would kind of like plop, you know? Because with cookie dough, it wouldn't move, but this one should kind of plop, but not pour, because that is too thin. In which case, just add some more flour, and you should be okay, I hope. Put it in the fridge for 30 minutes or up to a day, or up to overnight, whatever. And then take them out. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I lightly grease the bottoms of the pan. Lightly grease the bottoms of the baking sheets and then scoop out the cookies. I recommend doing a tablespoon size scoop because those ones just seem to turn out better. But I mean, the big ones are nice too, but again, the tablespoon size is just so much nicer. So, yep, scoop them and then stick them in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes or until the edges are slightly golden brown. And then take them out, let them cool. Meanwhile, make the frosting, or icing technically. So it's about 3 tablespoons of vegan butter or coconut oil. Make sure it's melted. Add the juice and grated rind of 1 orange, and then the juice and grated rind of half of a lemon. Mix those together and then add powdered sugar. I don't have an exact amount because you just add a ton of powdered sugar until it gets semi-thick. It is going to be thinner than a buttercream frosting because it is an icing, but you don't want it to be so thin that it just runs. So yeah, it's going to be thinner, but also like if you scoop it, it'll kind of stay where you want it to go. Maybe it'll be more clear when I'm frosting them of what consistency. So, and then set them aside, let them, I guess, set really, or you can set them in the fridge, and then you're good to go. These do freeze pretty well. Only thing is, I recommend putting them in a container, not a bag, or if they are in a bag, make sure there's something flat they can sit on because they'll curve and things. Also, if you are going to put them in the freezer, I recommend, because these do stick to any and everything they have a chance to, putting 1 layer down, putting it in the freezer for like 5 minutes to help it set, put wax paper on, put another layer, freezer, then take it out, then you wax paper, another layer, freezer until you're out of cookies or you need another one. Just because that way they won't stick as much, and when you pull them out, they will be good to go. So, that was so much talking. So that brings us to now, which is where I get to test the cookie. I've already tasted it, but I'll try again. I actually think these get better while they sit in the fridge, probably because the citrusy flavor has time to evolve. I think that's the thing that happens. But yeah, I feel like I get more of a citrus flavor now than I did when I first tried these. So these cookies are amazing. They almost, but not quite, have the texture of those really cheap, people either love them or hate them, sugar cookies. They're just very soft like that. So they're easily bend and, these are so good. And I like it because it's not all like sugar and vanilla and peppermint and chocolate flavored cookies. You know, you have like a light citrusy orange one to add, and it looks very festive. So 10 out of 10, recommend this. This will be on my blog, so I will link that down below. You guys should go check it out because I also have a lot of other fun recipes. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you stayed this long, I'm guessing you have, so thank you. And I have to breathe. If you liked what you saw, you could hit that like button and that subscribe button. And yeah, if you were old to this channel / a regular, hello, welcome back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing and all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. And yeah, what is your guys' favorite Christmas cookie? I'm curious. So yeah, leave that in the comments down below. I hope you learned something and or were entertained. And I will see all of you lovely humans next week. Bye. Ugh, my voice just cracked. I'm just gonna cheat at my notes. I really shouldn't because it's the same. They're cookies. Okay, so this was gonna be an easy thing. It's fine. Okay, so where was I? I'm going to put the. Oh, I forgot to say that too. I think I should just start over. Okay, we're starting over. Preheat the oven to 355 degrees. 55.